a running cheetah made out of discarded plastic, a gigantic tapestry woven from bottles, a dramatic image of a sunset through a wave that on closer inspection turns out to be hundreds of found objects. These, like many of the pieces in the Fleming Museum's high trash exhibit, are not quite what they appear to be from a distance.
This is a selection of artists. Most of them use found materials, and they could be recycled materials, things that they have actually gotten out of dumpsters or out of the garbage. Many of them are using them to really respond and think about and talk about issues of the environment.
The show was conceived and organized by the Fleming's former curator, Amy Marcereau de Gallen. Fleming director Janie Cohen says the idea just made sense.
We always look at what we're doing and how it aligns to the university and to the community. And so in this community, there's a lot of interest in recycling and environmental sustainability. And within the university, there is so much focus on the environment and responsibility and research. So it seemed like just such a great focus for the Fleming.
The pieces included in the exhibit are each surprising in their own way. A fluffy bunny made of used cigarette butts sits across from a sculpture made out of junk scavenged from dumpsters by Louise Nevelson, who was a pioneer in the use of recycled materials in her art. In another room, visitors are invited to rearrange a tiny sprawling city made of paper, or even take a piece of it, as long as they leave something in return.
It's just such a different way of engaging in a museum exhibition.
I saved all the plastics I came across pretty much. And then actually I had to start scavenging more plastics from my neighbors because
Rebecca Schwartz is a Burlington artist and teacher who regularly works with recycled materials. She has a piece in the exhibit that examines the relationship between people and the plastics they use. It's a topic she has spent a lot of time thinking and making art about.
I became interested in them because my work is inspired by ecological issues and also just the beauty of them, so my own attraction and repulsion from them, right? Because at once I'm really attracted to new shiny objects like we all are. And then I also am aware that they don't go away. But these were like my first rounds of...
Schwartz, who saved her plastic recycling for 2 years in preparation for this work, wants viewers to think about the world around them and how they fit into it.
I participate in this consumption culture, and at the same time, I want to understand it and change it. So looking at what we throw away helps me just to understand it. Each piece of plastic is so beautiful, actually. Like everything that's made is actually sculpted and gorgeous in its own way. Just the simplest plastic bottle or bottle cap is like this gorgeous sculptural item.
The piece by Sayaka Gans, who grew up in Japan, it's a running cheetah made of all orange plastic castaway utensils, and primarily kitchen utensils, and it's really an amazing piece. But she talks about within Shintoism being taught the idea that when an object is thrown away before its time, before it's used up, it weeps inside the trash bins at night. And so she said that made just a huge impression on her as a child, and that she finds in her work doing this kind of saving of objects and reusing them and regenerating, giving them a new life is liberating for her.
Giving trash a new lease on life as art and challenging visitors to think about their own relationship with garbage.
How do we look at things we don't necessarily want to look at?
The high trash exhibit at the Fleming Museum wants viewers to look and think twice. In Burlington, I'm Rebecca Gallen with Across the Fence.